Hi folks, welcome again to the rear view mirror. It's Hogmanay here in Scotland, so I thought I'd take a wee chance just to look back at another old car magazine from my collection. Now this one's just a wee bit older than me, thought it'd be quite apt. It's January 1973, Cars and Car Conversions. I know it's glary, but let me say that it was 20 pence. And obviously it was somebody's subscription, or delivery in the paper round, I should say. And when this car, it's a Lenham bodied midget, I believe. I did do a car check and the reg didn't come up. Racing car show guide, you see there, obviously I'm not going to read every single word. It would take hours, obviously. I'm just going to flip through it as normal. Expect low production values, of course. And I'll maybe concentrate on a couple of the adverts. So please bear with me. So like that. In the motor and news there, they're talking about why don't they bring the Austin Victoria here. An Australian rebodied ADO 16, is it? I'm not massively up on these things. And what else is it going through there? Just obviously motorsport, Formula 5000, Formula Atlantic. Probably will just concentrate on some of the adverts really. And there you are. Mini light wheel for £8.70, and obviously your fitments there. £34.80 for a set of 4 complete with wheel nuts or bolts, hubcaps and balance weights. There you are. And going into the, please excuse me folks, I do need a better setup, should I ask Santa. There we are, let's try that. And just some of the show members that are going to be at this the motorsport show. Again, some of the adverts there. So they're a Nicky twin choke carb kit. So you get the carb, the manifold, the linkage, fuel connection, air filter, and instructions for £19.95 and 50 pence postage. Regular rev counter, £5.50 and 25 pence postage, sorry. A remote Ford gear change kit for £8.50 and 40 pence postage. And up the top there, it's a twin choke Weber for 1300 Ford Crosslows, £18.95 with 50 pence postage. The infamous Nova kit car, always seen full of water and unfinished on eBay. Complete VW conversion kit, £750, which 1973 wouldn't be that cheap. An early advert for Burton Ford Performance Ford parts there. It's a very famous company. Revolution wheels. What about a 7x13 wheel is £13.50, or a 6x13 is £7.80. Terry Hunter seats, £16.98 for a Carrera comp seat. Again, I won't go too much. A nice advert for the Team Vauxhall. I'm sure that's the famous Jerry Marshall driving there, and look at that. Sorry, this is not good angle today, sorry. From the hot seat. So let's try this. An article by Jerry Marshall there. Again, I'll just go through some of the adverts. Look at the Demon Tweaks advert from then and check them out now. Technical queries page. Car Conversions was an excellent magazine. I think it made it, was it the late 90s it died out? Had a set of those wheels. They were so light. I should have kept a hold of them for the days of eBay and stuff like that. Sold them probably way under value. And talk about undervalue. Obviously you've seen the price of some of the new car parts. What did I get for the second-hand car adverts? So it must be RAC 1972, I'm sure, obviously, with this being January 73. Renault 12 there, Gardenia, I'm assuming. Roll bar kit for £10.75. Or roll bar, sorry, it doesn't say kit. A Dutton B-type there. 265 quid, obviously you can read that yourself. I will get a better setup. And there's the cover car there. It says an Acelli 1293 engine in it, so I'm sure that would be a great little weekend race or a wee hill climber. Group 2 obviously, old touring cars. Or touring cars to us really, I suppose. And the very famous David Vizard, which is very well known for his mini A-series tuning, which there is a bit in this magazine as well, but he does obviously imps as well. Car versions always had readers, cars if you like, and this is a Ford Anglia obviously, with a TR4 engine in it. And the radiator in the boot. And obviously a very technical magazine as well. And obviously small engine mods that make massive differences to reliability that was about there. Quite an unusual one, this one, tuned Volvo 144. Obviously I'm not going to go through all that. And it gives you the differences in the performance. They're quite remarkable. And then the next one is a Turbo Elva. And it was an MGB engine that had been turboed in that, and again you can see the performance there. And David Vizard again on mini suspension. And just some of the parts prices. local club racing there. Another reader's car, but a racer. This one always did that as well. Or set a bunch of readers' race cars against each other, and they did recommend where they could make some changes to them as well, make them better. And in this case, it's a Triumph GT6. Couple of tuned VWs there. And this one, turbo, one's a road car. And I'll just obviously let's read that. If there is ever something particular that you want me to actually look at properly for you, please let me know. I can do obviously a wee video on that for you. I'm sure none of yous are that bored enough to ever want that, but there we are. So, console GT. What folk think these came as 2.5s and stuff like that as well. They were only 3 litres. I actually had NREG console GT with power steering, and it was an automatic. It's quite an unusual spec car, I'm sure, at the time. And I will some of its competitors as well. And they're talking about it being £102.71 more expensive than a Capri 3 litre GT. And I'll just continue slow in the console there so you can, again, if anybody ever wants to read it, they can pause it. And some of the photos there and performance specs, options. And just some of the adverts there. Some wiring skills to help you. Some old cars I've had from kind of the era when folk actually worked on their car, where they could have used those wiring diagrams, I'm sure. This was quite interesting, how to no get stung at a car auction. Obviously now it's kind of online and trade only, but if you're interested in it, I'm sure you can pause that. Sure, I guess some prices there. There we are. Show you some of the rules and everything. And how it works. Also, how to not get stung as well. This in the auction, not the actually the dodgy cars that were always used to be fired through those at the lower end where I used to obviously do my shopping. And again, else about, check that. Sports car doctors prefer, and obviously parked outside Harley Street. Some car insurance costs there. Getting some more adverts. And getting to the small ads now, so there are some spectacular priced cars there. Everyone really. Oh, what is it easier doing is probably let you have a look. But there's a Frog Eye 1959. Good radials, overhaul brakes, 150 quid the nearest offer. It's got 1300 GT at 495. Which I think would work out about £1,800 now. And obviously British money, Scottish money, whatever. Lotus 7, 295. You can just see. Now Lotus Cortina there, 650. Cortina Lotus it was, I think, by then. Dart at 640. 3.8 Jag, 250 quid. 1500 minor. Driven home after accident. B series obviously engine bits, 50 quid. 998 Cooper, £440. TR2 needs some welding, £120. E-Type Jag, 3.8 fixed head coupe, rebuilt body and engine, 575. Go for that, eh? Obviously, some of the car ads there, and my camera work probably makes you sick, so I do appreciate any of the views that you do. Again, if there are anything that you particularly wanted me to concentrate on, which I wouldn't imagine, but some of these car ads there are quite interesting. There was a, where are we there actually? XK140 Jag, 600 quid. Opel SX 1000, £650. A Lotus Cortina automatic, 425. Obviously it's full of them, and obviously parts as well. I realise that this has been a very long and boring video, probably a bit shaky. If any of you can suggest something that I can use to hold the magazines better, please do. Thanks for your time, folks. As I said, it's Hogmanay here, so I'm going to crack off soon and get a few beers sorted for later on. Have a great new year. Hope your next one's a better one than the last one. And thanks for any of your views. Bye bye now.